Hello guys, my name is Janet. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to guide you to a life you deserve and one you truly enjoy. For those who have subscribed, thank you very much. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button so that you get to know when I upload something new. Today I'm on to a topic that has caused a lot of debate countrywide. What is happening to our children, especially those in high school? The level of indiscipline. Let me tell you how as a parent you have contributed in what is happening today. You have underestimated the power of prayers. You need to pray for your child. You need to ask God to guide them. You need to ask God to protect them. You need to ask God to help them make the right choices in life. Most of the blessings you're receiving today are the prayers that were presented by your parents back then when you are young. It is time that God is answering those prayers. What future is there for our children if you are not praying for them? You need to go down on your knees and ask God to be with your child wherever they are. Ask God, because without God, you cannot do it alone. You also need to let the child catch morals at home. And what I mean is, they need to learn from you. You cannot tell the child to be empathic. You cannot teach a child how to say sorry if you are not saying. You cannot teach a child to say excuse me. You cannot teach a child how to respect one another if you are not doing it at home. You need to teach your child those things and you need to practice them at home. They need to adopt. It's something that they need to adopt. They cannot just learn them. They need to adopt. They need to live that life. They need to live it. Something else that is very funny. We all have that inner child in us. That little girl, that little boy. So we are indulging our kids and giving them things that they don't even need because we are trying to fill our own void. The minute your child asks for something, you hear yourself speak. It's very dangerous because you are the one with the money and you are in control. So you end up buying things that your child does not even require because you are trying to justify that when you're growing up, there are things that you wished you could get and you didn't have. So you are going to give your child everything. In essence, it is you who is buying things for yourself and not for your child. You are not letting your child learn the value of things. And at a certain age, you expect them to start appreciating and learning the value of things. That is why most of you will amass and build an empire, but you cannot retire. At 50, you start worrying who is going to take over because you know very well none of your children are capable of taking your empire to the next level. It's going to crumble and it pains a lot. And you start getting sick today. So as a parent, start disciplining your child when they are young because you cannot start introducing some rules when the child is 10, 15. It's going to be very hard for them to understand that you are doing it out of love and not out of hate. What we need to take care of is our languages. There is our first language and our second language. I like to interchange them because I believe our first language is the one we use when we are kids. When a child cries, when a child looks sad, when a child just looks dull, you know they are communicating something. That's what I prefer to call our first language. And our second language is where we use words. So what are your two languages telling your child? Your first language is you work hard, you are unapproachable, you are never at home to be with your kids. You are working day and night to provide for them. And your second language, you tell them to work hard in school. You tell them to graduate with honors. So those two things, they are not matching. You are contradicting yourself. The child is out there in school and they are bored because at the end of the day, they know mom and dad, they are taking care of my future. I'm here as a rite of passage and it's kind of boring. I need to go out there. That is why you are seeing them burning dormitories and they don't care. They don't care at what expense because you are there working hard. You have secured their future. It has nothing to do with them. Now, you have done everything. You pray for your children, you discipline them, you don't overindulge them, and your kids have turned out all right. You need to thank God for that. And you also need to watch my next video because I'll be telling you why your kids are not yet out of the woods. You are also a parent there who has done everything and your kids have not turned out as expected. Please watch my next video because I'll be telling you why and what you can do. Let us raise responsible children. Stick around. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit subscribe so that you know when I upload that video. Most parents have taken shortcuts when it comes to parenting. You don't want to do the heavy lifting. You want instant gratification. When your child throws tantrums, you give in. You are setting them to fail in the future, because once you don't teach them what is right and what is wrong when they are young, when they grow up, nothing is going to change. And you become a bitter parent because you expect them to know better, yet you have not taught them. So what happens at that particular minute when you're feeling embarrassed, you're feeling they are draining you emotionally, financially, you become indifferent. That is where now the discipline crops up, because the child is trying to fill the void. They can feel the change, the energy, the vibrations, everything about you has changed as a parent. They don't know what is happening. So they're trying to fill that void. And the internet is there to do that.